Hello everybody, Ghostblade 1062 here with another rolling stock review. Today we will be reviewing a 5-pack set of Athearn bathtub coal gondolas in the CP rail scheme. I had picked these up at the train exchange booth at Supertrain 2024, and now we will move on to the unboxing. Alright, so due to the size of the box, it's a little bit hard to get it all on screen. But starting with the top left corner here, we have the Athearn logo, as well as we have a sticker on here showing us that we have coal loads included with all 5 of these cars. And through the front windows, we can see all 5, each having a different road number. The right side of the box, as well as the left, and the top, all have the Athearn logo, while the bottom has a little bit more. On the bottom here, we see that these are CP rail bathtub coal gondolas. We have 5 different road numbers here: 349094, 349218, 349439, 349502, and 349675. This is product ID 94902, sorry. And here we have the product barcode. And now, taking off the lid, we have the car sitting in this 2-piece cradle. There we go, that's the topper off. And now we can get at the 5 cars. And right off the bat, we got some really good weight here. And underneath the main insert, we have an exploded diagram with the individual part numbers. And next, we will move over onto the detail overview. Alright, here we have the 5 hoppers, and I will go over the main details with just one of them, as aside from the road numbers, they are the same. So starting on car 349218, at the front here we have this separately fitted plastic half ladder. And along the side here, we have some markings. And then going to the end of the car, we have the CP rail logo, as well as the CP reporting marks and road number. We also have our capacity information. Looking at the trucks, we have some basic suspension and bearing cap detailing. We also, towards the end, have a full-length ladder that goes all the way up to the top of the car. On the end, we have the CPU reporting marks and road number. As well, we have a separately fitted air reservoir tank, as well as brake wheel and chain detailing, and latch detailing. Going along the other length, we see much of the same detailing, including the half ladder, the full ladder, and on the front end we again have the full ladder. The underside doesn't exactly have any detailing, but we do have some glue excess here. And looking at it from the top, we got a nice looking coal load, which should pop out, though it does fit quite snugly. Let's see if I can... There we go. So we have our basic bathtub bottom chute detailing here. The inside is kind of squared off, which doesn't make for good realism on how the coal would flow out. And the coal load pops back in just like that. Here we got car 399502. $399619. $399439. And lastly, 399460. And next, we will move on to the rip track segment. Welcome to the rip track segment. Here, we will begin with checking the axles on all 5 cars for alignment as per the NMRA standards gauge, starting with car 349439. The front truck is good, as is the rear truck. Car number 349460. Front truck is good, as is the rear truck. Car 349619. Front truck is good, as is the rear truck. Car 349218. Front truck is good. And so is the rear. And finally, onto car 349502. Front truck is good. And rear truck is all good. So all 5 cars have their axles in proper alignment. And now we'll begin on switching the couplers over to Katie number 158, which I have recently picked up more of. Now, where did I? There it is. Okay, coupler moves freely. Now to put the truck back on. That is the unfortunate part with these cars. You gotta take the trucks off in order to change the couplers. And just like that, we have the first coupler swapped. That is the first coupler of car 2 done. And once I got them all swapped over, I'm going to go through and verify that the couplers are at proper height. But all in all, switching the couplers is a very quick and easy process on these cars. Only taking a couple of minutes per car. Car number 2 is done. Now on to car number 3. And the more you do it, the quicker you can proceed as well. Thankfully, these are some of the easier ones that I've actually worked on. If I can manage to put everything the right way, that is. Coupler 1. And these KD158s are scale-sized magnetic couplers. And they're auto center, which is nice. Making them very handy to have. I do hope that with everything going on in regards to tariffs, Katie's supply chains won't be affected too badly, as they are based out of America. Okay, that's coupler number 1 for car number 4. And while I've been changing these couplers over, I've noticed that some of the screws for both the trucks and the couplers are stripped down and just running in circles, not getting a proper hold, which is unfortunate. There we go. Had a spot of trouble finding the alignment on that one. That's car number 4 done. And on to car number 5, the last one. And like I said, these cars, the couplers are super easy to swap out. Once you pop off the trucks, it's super easy to access the coupler boxes. And on to the last one. And with that, all of the couplers have been changed over. And now we will verify the height of the couplers. Starting with the last car that we just swapped, this one being 349439. Oh, hold on. There we go. My gauge was popped off a little bit. The front coupler is good. And now for the rear coupler. We are also good. And minimal body wobble on this car. Now on to car 349460, starting with the rear end of the car. And coupler height is good. Now on to the front end. And we are good. And minimal body wobble. Now car 349619. Starting with the front end. Oh, my cup. Front coupler is good. And onto the rear coupler. We're good. Little bit more body wobble, but not bad. Car 349218. Front coupler is good. As is the rear coupler. Bit of body wobble on this one as well. And onto the last car. Car 349502. This one's got a good bit of body wobble. Front coupler is good. As is the rear coupler. So all 5 cars are good for operation in regards to coupler height and wheel alignment. And next, we will take them over to the track for a test run as part of a coal train. Alright, let's start with backing the locomotive up to the cars, which I've put on a siding. And this is the Rapido 2816. And here we have the run of cars. And coupled up super smoothly. And let's see how they handle going through the switch. No issue. Now let's see how they handle hooking up to these Broadway Limited hoppers. And they hooked up perfectly. Alright everybody, this concludes my review of the Athearn Bathtub coal gondolas in the CP rail scheme. All in all, I find these cars are very nice, though I am a bit disappointed in the excess glue on the one of them, which is a slight quality control issue. The couplers were amazingly easy to swap out. One of the easiest swaps I've done so far for sure. And the paint was very crisp. No overspray on the lines. The writing was all legible. So all in all, it is something I would definitely recommend for people doing a modern era layout for a coal unit train or even as part of a manifest. That being said, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like or a comment and subscribe for more model railroad content. Have a great day, everybody.